I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, just lost on.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
Check 53. Man out.
On first down, Taylor. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Rosen will throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rosen now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yo. Hey, alert. Check 49. Watch out. Wide. Get wide. Hug.
Now Rosen on first down. He completes it to Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Kill. Turn up.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Rosen looking to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd and goal, Rosen. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go. Ready? 5-9. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, baby. This 10 seconds.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Strong right.
Breeze going to throw. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go, D.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield. 80.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check 15, check 15. Shoot, shoot.
Taylor. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Check 53, Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They run the counter. It's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Rosen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right. He's telling you right.
Play action. Breeze. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Yellow lady.
All day, every day.
You're good. I'm full, ready. Good.
On first down, Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We own it.
Monday. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Watch the pass.
Rosen off the play action. And that'll be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Go! Hey, watch it. Shift.
Here's Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Prater's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Breeze. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen. He gets it to Thomas. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rosen now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. 53 is the mic.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag.
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Taylor. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action here with Rosen. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Rosen now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Brought down by Nate Gary.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Coming to you, coming to you.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 85 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now again, right side. It's Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So we got man. Check motion.
third down, Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Brandon Graham picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Fournette, a first down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It was Damon Harrison on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Breeze now on first down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. Thomas has got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
And the Lions first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rosen will throw. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Caught by Jones. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the first down with a nice throw.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Mike, 53, Mike. Watch the
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen, he'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a third down. Back to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Mike, 53. Double dog. That's the way. 53, alert. I'm scared. Hey, Haywood. Check.
Now it's Rosen. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. One receiver left, 2 to the right. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Rosen to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Alert. Hey, my 7.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Eagles are likely going to win it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Eagles, it took a few weeks, but they're into the win column now at 1-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.